Every rider wants their bike to be as light as possible, but Eastern's titanium Grim Reaper takes things to a new level. With a frame that weighs in at 2 pounds and a complete that comes in under 20, this lightweight is worth a closer look. We spoke with Eastern's Mike Corley about how this frame came into existence and with Lee Ramsdell about how it rides.
The titanium bike came about. I've got a friend that I've known for about 7 years in Taiwan that he's always done high-end BMX products. And he's always been on me about doing stuff, and I ran into him at a trade show, and he had a titanium frame that he wanted to show me. So he showed it to me, and I was impressed with the quality, and come to find out the company that actually built the sample for me has done work for the Russian government before with fighter jets and stuff like that. And as the Russian government, kind of fell apart years ago, they slowly got into the bike industry, and that's how it all came about. Well, it's just something we wanted to try at first, but the interest in it has become to the point where everybody wants to buy one now. So we're actually looking into starting to produce some of them in limited quantities, but the people need to understand that it is titanium. Yes, it is light, but they also need to understand there's a limit to everything that's out there. So that's got to be taken into consideration with anybody that buys it as well. Retail will be anywhere from $1,250 to $1,500 for the frame, but you got to take into mind you're getting a frame that weighs roughly 2 pounds. That's pretty much strong enough to take most of anything you're going to throw at it. There's, how much do you want to pay for a couple of pounds? I feel 100% comfortable on it. So I wouldn't go out and jump a 40-foot set of doubles or anything, but I'd feel 100% riding a regular skate park and, regular riding, not anything that's super abusive, but, just regular riding that any regular rider is going to do, I'd feel comfortable on it. I think everybody's underestimated the demand for what kids are willing not to pay for products, but to have high quality products on their bikes. I think that it's finally there's some engineering actually going into BMX bikes. Before, everybody just, well, I know this tube's not going to break, so I'll put it in there. Who cares about the weight? And now it's getting to the point that people really care, and there's a lot of things in a BMX bike that can be cut out that doesn't need to be there, that's not used, that's not going to affect the strength of the bike at all. So we've tried to cut all those areas out.
When I first saw the titanium bike, you pick it up and the first thing you think is wow. Then instantly you think, is it strong enough? Is it flexy? Well, all these things go through your mind, but it's pretty amazing. The quality was awesome. That's the first thing I looked at was the welds, and just looked at the construction of the frame, and it's a Grim Reaper, so it has a hole cut out in it, and so it just makes you think. Your mind's boggled at first, but it's just a fun bike to cruise around on. I was at a contest, Morgan Wade jumped on it and was instantly, he almost did 540 bunny hops, and Adam Baker was just doing tail whips, but it's for everyday riding. I don't think it's that practical. And like I said, it's real fun, but fun comes at a big price tag. When I first put the bike together, I just basically rode around the streets, was bunny hopping upstairs, and just having fun with it, but Eric Hawley rode the thing for like a month, and he was doing all his normal stuff. He said bar spins were a little weird because it felt real light, but tail whips he could just whip right around no problem, and he was still doing all his rail stuff. Right now the whole bike weighs 19.74 pounds, and probably get it down to 15 if we wanted to, which, like I said, it's just a bike for fun. Just kind of cool.